Hi, I'm Sue Cunningham, the Wealth Protection Lady. I specialize in safe money retirement planning. If you're thinking about purchasing an Index Universal Life Insurance Policy, or IUL, there are some key elements you need to check before you buy, because not all IULs are created equal. An IUL can be an incredible tool for tax-free retirement income, legacy planning, and even creating your own private bank. But if the design is wrong, you could lose thousands in fees and end up in a bad situation that you're stuck in for the duration of the surrender period, which is usually between 10 and 15 years, unless you want to lose all or most of the money you put into your policy. I'm going to show you 8 things you need to look for so you don't get stuck in a policy that underperforms or eats away at your cash value. In your illustration, there should be a page called Input Summary. I say should because I have seen illustrations without it, but this shows you how your IUL was designed. Number 1, the lowest death benefit the IRS will allow. This is the most important thing for optimizing an IUL for accumulation. You must have the lowest death benefit the IRS will allow because an IUL is not about the death benefit. If we didn't have to have it, we wouldn't. But it's the only way to get all these benefits that just seem too good to be true. An IUL is about maximizing your cash accumulation. You always want the lowest death benefit the IRS will allow. In this example, you can see the total face amount is minimum face. This is automatically calculated based on your desired premium amount as well as your age and gender. Notice how it is to the dollar. If it doesn't say minimum, the initial death benefit was chosen by the agent. Most agents will structure an IUL for a $1 million initial death benefit, even if you're only contributing $100 per month. I have seen many illustrations where the agent literally made up a number to the dollar, so it looks like it is the minimum. Number 2, death benefit options. You want to have the increasing death benefit option B while you are contributing a premium, and then switching to level once you are no longer contributing. On your illustration, the number in the death benefit column with the increasing death benefit option is the cash value plus the initial death benefit. With the level death benefit option A, the death benefit stays constant. As your cash value grows, the insurance company is reducing the amount of insurance at risk, but it limits growth potential. Number 3, index caps and participation rates. You want an index that is uncapped, because if an index is capped at, say, 10%, and the index grows by 15%, you are only going to be credited 10% interest. And you want an index that is volatility controlled and rebalanced daily, as opposed to monthly or annually, especially in a volatile stock market. You can usually switch indexes once a year. You also want a high participation rate. As an example, the IUL index I offer is a 3-year point-to-point index and has 2 participation rates, 115% and 340%. So if the index grew by 20% over 3 years, you would receive 78.2% interest. The higher the participation rate, the better. You also want the participation rate guaranteed at 100% or more. It is rare for a carrier to do that. Most carriers will guarantee their participation rates at around 50%, but Allianz, for example, only guarantees their participation rates at 5%. So if they had to lower their participation rates, you may only receive 5% of any gains in the index. Number 4, what do they guarantee above the 0% floor? Most carriers guarantee the 0% floor. Some guarantee 2% interest, but the floor is still 0. So how this works is, let's say you're contributing $500 a month. First, the expenses will be taken out, and then the rest goes into an interim account earning 2% interest. And then on the third Friday of every month, they move that money into the index. Number 5, loan provisions. One of the biggest advantages of an IUL is tax-free access to your cash through policy loans. There are 3 main types: standard or fixed, indexed, and variable. The standard or fixed loan is typically the only loan available in year 1, and you do not want to take this loan if you can help it, because that loan amount comes out of your policy altogether, and then it is not earning interest. The indexed loan is a participating loan where that loan amount typically goes into the indexed loan account, and then you are credited interest based on the performance of that account over the past year. The indexed loan account is typically a blended index, and it is all in the stock market. So you do not want to take this loan or keep it if the stock market isn't performing well. The variable loan is also a participating loan where that loan amount never leaves your policy. It remains in your account earning interest in your chosen index or indexes as if you hadn't taken a loan at all. Number 6, bonuses. Some policies offer a bonus. You want to know if there is a fee for that bonus. The IUL I offer, for example, has a free persistency bonus of 0.57% of the surrender value, beginning in year 11. And by year 20, the first 10 years of expenses will have been reimbursed. This is important because in later years, the bonus interest credit more than covers the rising cost of insurance, which can get out of hand and unaffordable. Number 7, surrender period. Life insurance carriers want you to keep your money with them long term. And if you don't keep your money with them long term, you will incur a surrender charge. The surrender period on an IUL is usually 10 years. But Nationwide, Transamerica, and Prudential, for example, have 15-year surrender periods, and Allianz 13. I have seen as high as 20 years. Number 8, policy charges. Every IUL has costs: mortality charges, administrative fees, and cost of insurance. These vary a lot from carrier to carrier. Some carriers are very expensive. The problem is that a lot of agents don't attach the charge report, showing you what your expenses are, leading people to believe there are no fees. Consider that a big red flag. It should be illegal to not include the charges, because if you're purchasing a product, you obviously need to know how much it costs. IUL fees are front-loaded for the first 10 years. There are carriers, like Transamerica, for example, that have raised fees on policyholders who have already purchased a policy. They are also the only carrier to have an index account monthly charge, which never comes off and is one of the most expensive charges in the industry. To put fees into perspective, the fees on a low-cost, properly structured IUL are 2 to 4 times less than a 401k. If you want to see how an IUL could work for you, I can run a free customized illustration that shows how your money could grow tax-free while being 100% protected from market losses. You can head over to my website to learn more and schedule a meeting with me. The link is in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to see more content on strategies to protect and grow your wealth safely.